And that's how I got here. I got here because of Magufuli, the media, and the devastation in America actually pushed me back to my roots back home.
Welcome to East Africa Speaks. My name is Mike. On this channel, we highlight East Africa through cultural videos, in-person interviews with locals, as well as hear the experience from diasporans within the region, as well as other expats. Please follow us for weekly uploads, and yeah, let's get into the video.
Alright, welcome to another episode of East Africa Speaks. Please introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, my name is Jonas Ilole. I was born in Tanzania, a region called Mwanza by Lake Victoria, Lake Mwanza. That's the original name. So I moved out of here when I was 15. Went to United States to follow my dad, and my first city obviously was Atascadero, my beautiful city. I grew up there. I was 15 when I went there. I'm 46 now.
Okay.
Trying to return back home.
Okay, got it.
So I went through high school in the Central Coast, San Luis Obispo. Pretty much grew up in those particular area, Central Coast. Then went to university, then started working. So that's who I am.
Okay, very cool. Let's talk a little about your story. So, like, what's this behind you?
Oh, so this is Tanzikaya Lodge. It's a bed and breakfast. We also have a pub and cafe. Pretty much, we accommodate people, tourists, repatriates, which that was the first thing that I started when I first came here. I was hosting a lot of repatriates. So we do tourists, anybody pretty much, and you get a room. Of course, you get free breakfast in the morning. Inside, we do have a pub, like a coffee. Bar, right? It's like a bar and cafe. We serve tea, coffee. We serve different type of drinks, cocktail, and smoothie, ice cream, pastry. We have all that stuff.
Talk about how this all started.
So how this all started? So I was in California at the time. Watching all this social media thing, reading news, and seeing what's going on in Africa, what's going on in the United States. In the community of United States. At the time, I was living in San Francisco. I had my own small little business, and also just working and teaching Swahili online. So I saw something was really, really, really negative was going on, within media. A lot of people getting shots. It was a lot of confusion. I felt like I didn't have no lead where I was going as far as my life, And I was like, man, what's going to happen to the United States for the next 5 years or 10 years if this is what's happening, So I decided to, I talked to my wife, and I was like, you know what? We have to do something here, I got to prep something for my kid and also for the people, to experience Africa, So I've always had this idea to come back to Africa, to come back home and all that stuff, So I decided to take off, came to Tanzania. At the time, we had Magufuli as a president, watching him in the media, showing all these scientific proof about the whole COVID-19. I thought, man, something about this guy, really caught my attention. So I decided to come back to live here, and pretty much join him and see what he was about, And so I took a trip, kept taking the trip back and forth. Eventually I decided to say, you know what, I'll stay, and try out the life in Africa, and that's how I got here. I got here because of Magufuli, the media, and the devastation in America actually pushed me back to my roots back home, So now I'm when I first came here, the idea was to start a bed and breakfast, pretty much Airbnb, and I did that. Then a lot of ideas kept coming up. I was like, you know what? Maybe I will use this to host repatriates, and then we can come up with different type of a program. It doesn't have to be black. It can be different type of people who have the feel for Africa. And so I was like, you know what? We can come up with different projects, to help the community, and call out the Americans, to come and do a change, and so that's why I came here, and I winded up to this place. I was like, this is a perfect place, when I first got here, this place was not like this. I had to work really hard to to like bring it up into this kind of scene. Planted a lot of plants, passion trees, and a lot of fruit, sour saps, banana plantation, corn, all kind of. I was just planting, So pretty much, I hosted a lot of people from all over the world, from Europe, Africa itself, and also America. A lot of Americans, a lot of Canadians, a lot of South Americans. So that's how I came here.
So continue with your story. We're just gonna walk in now.
Uh-huh.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, so welcome. This is Tanzikaya. As you can see, that's the sign. We have a good garden here. It's the gate. Inside, we do have